I want to show you something very important. Let us go in the book of Genesis. Genesis chapter number 3, verse 14. The Bible says, and the Lord God said to the serpent, because you have done this, you are cursed above all the animals and above every wild living thing or every livestock upon the field. Upon your belly you shall go, you shall eat dust and what contains it all the days of your life. Now here I want to show you something. This thing happened in the Garden of Eden. We all know that what convinced Eve was the snake, right? We all know that the snake approached Eve and convinced her to eat the fruit, right? Who convinced Eve to eat the fruit was the snake, right? Okay. So we all know that. And then now, let us look in Genesis chapter number 3, verse 14. God told the serpent, the snake. In Genesis chapter number 3, verse 14, devil is referred as the snake, as the serpent. So after devil deceiving Eve to eat the forbidden tree, after all those things, now God declared something over the serpent, who is devil. Verse 14, and God said, God told the serpent, because you have done this, you are cursed above all domestic animals and above every wild living thing on the field. Upon your belly you shall go, and you shall eat dust and what contains it all the days of your life. So God told the serpent, because you have deceived Eve, because you have done this, because you deceived her, I curse you. You are cursed above all the livestock, and the punishment, you shall crawl with your belly. You shall be moving with your belly. A snake doesn't have feet or legs. The snake moves with the belly. That's all we know. And the serpent here is the devil. Now, in the book of Revelation, the same devil is referred as a dragon. In Genesis chapter number 3, verse 14, the devil is referred as a serpent, as a snake. And then God cursed it and said, you will be moving, you will be crawling with your belly. So we all understand that a snake does not have legs or feet, whatsoever that you call it. But in the book of Revelation, the devil is being identified as a dragon. And when we look at the dragon had almost 4 feet. So where did this come from? And the Bible says that the devil, you'll be feeding dust, you'll be eating dust. Now, what is so surprising here is not this. The most concerning part is Genesis chapter number 2, verse 7. The Bible says, the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath or spirit of life, and man became a living being. And then the same man is the food of devil, because God said that your snake, you'll be feeding on dust, and man was created with dust. So if in Genesis devil was identified as a serpent, in Revelation as a dragon, which means there is someone who has been feeding the devil, someone who has been feeding the devil. There is no way from a snake to a dragon. There is someone who has been feeding the devil. That's why when you look in the book of Romans, the Bible insists of leaving your flesh, because those who are dragged, those who are controlled by lust, by the desires of their flesh, those who fulfill, those who entertain their carnality, their flesh, those people will be led to death. For the Bible says that the carnal mind leads to death, but the spiritual mind lead to life. So when you are carnally, which means you are operating under the flesh has power more than your spirit. And when the flesh has power more than the spirit, then you become the food of devil. So we are the one giving devil power. The more we entertain our flesh, we are feeding the devil. The more we entertain sin, we are feeding the devil. More we entertain lust, we are feeding the devil. The more we entertain material things, we are feeding the devil. So devil is no longer now a snake, is a dragon identified in the book of Revelation. Are you getting what I'm telling you? So all this time, devil is trying to destroy Jesus' legacy because he does not understand. How is it possible? How is it possible? This man has a legacy. This man has left a mark on earth. He ruled no nation, but we are calling him king. He had no army, but he won every battle. Are you getting what I'm telling you? Jesus is powerful. He had no degrees, but they called him teacher, the greatest teacher of all time. He had no sin, but he was crucified just for the love that he had